Good morning, and welcome to your weekly field safety meeting. For those who may not know me, I'm Evan Feaster. I'm the Turner Construction Safety Specialist. On today's agenda, we will review the incident that happened on June 10th, 2020. For an overview of the report, we were moving a 100-ton crane from the maintenance building to the equipment parking lot. There was a spotter and a crane operator involved. The operator lost visual of the spotter, which he is supposed to stop when that happens and gain contact again. But he kept going, assuming that he was on the right track and going in the right direction. What he did not see was overhead power lines that were coming in contact with the boom. So the spotter saw this, ran over to the operator to the cab, and when he banged on the window, he made contact with the crane, which was making contact with the overhead power line, causing him to have an electrical shock. He was blown back 6 feet, and he has third-degree burns. He is expected to make a full recovery, and there were a few witnesses on scene that confirmed this incident. So this is a similar picture of the scene of the incident. The crane was moving into the screen. I don't know if you can see the power line, but that's kind of similar to what happened. And as soon as the boom, luckily it didn't bring the whole line down, but he stopped when he noticed he was on it. And about the time he made contact with the power line, it's about the same time the spotter made contact with the crane, causing the incident. So a primary cause would be the operator losing visual of the spotter. He should have immediately stopped after losing visual. So this will be adjusted in later checklists and training. A second cause would be that the power line was not identified before the moving of the crane. This would have prevented the crane boom coming in contact with the power line. There are many things you could do to prevent this. They could have de-energized the line. They could have tagged it off. They could have put barricades. There's many things that we're going to talk about later about how we could have prevented this. So for the initial timeline of the project, we started implementing changes around June 12th, 2 days after the incident. Task research and action items began on June 30th. Employee retraining. So we're going to be retraining all of our current employees and all new employees that are going to be incoming on power line safety and crane safety. And hopefully by July 15th, all changes will be implemented into the new system. Some research. We're going to be implementing a couple new OSHA standards. One about de-energizing ground when we feel the need is necessary. If a crane's going to be maybe within 20-30 feet of an energized line, we're going to de-energize and ground the line so that nobody can get electrocuted. Another OSHA standard would be to erect warning lines and barricades and tags to where it is easily visible that you can see all power lines in the area, and that to make it more obvious for the operator to see everything around him. So a couple tasks that we've conducted. The first thing is to improve checklists before jobs. All checklists before jobs will include power lines and include crane safety, especially while there's construction on site. Another one would be to de-energize the line. I just mentioned that. That's going to be done probably every time a crane is getting moved within 20 feet of a line. You find ways to highlight the location of the line. So this would include the barricades, caution tape, maybe even an extra spotter to help you identify lines, stuff like that. And then finally, evaluate the effective training program. This is the most important one because everyone has to be trained beforehand, before they get to the plant, before they get on the job, how important this is. So they will all be retrained and should be ready to go by July 30th. So like I said, the new changes are new and improved training. The new pre-job checklist, which is going to be every day before the job starts, will be a new and improved safety pre-job checklist. Barricade tape and de-energizing lines is really the main things that we're going to be focusing on from here on out. If you have any questions, you can contact me, Evan Feaster, at feaster.evan@yahoo.com or 504-390-1958. Thank you.